Hi Pisces, welcome to my channel. This is the Rockstar Coach. I appreciate you being here. This is a general reading for Pisces for the month of October. I do offer personal readings, so if you are interested, I do have a link in my bio. Check that out. And today I'm using a lot of different cards. I'm using one of the very first card decks I ever got. It's called Mystical Wisdom. And then an old deck that is wonderful, Ascended Masters Oracle Cards by Doreen Virtue. And then one of my new favorites, Animal Apothecary. The illustrations on these cards are simply beautiful. And then, of course, if you have been on my channel before, you know that I end all of my readings with the power of surrender. So let's get into it, Pisces. What does Spirit want you to know for the month of October? Okay. Very cool. I'm feeling one more. We've got so far originality, blaze your own trail, and then Archangel Gabriel, messenger of creativity and hope. Originality, blaze your own trail. Looks like I'm getting a couple of energies here. I'm getting a free spirit energy, Pisces, so that water energy that you embody so well, certainly coming through here. There's even water on this card. I'll show you in a moment. Blaze your own trail. It's also like, kind of this free spirit, march to the beat of your own drum, but also like be yourself, be unique. Don't try to conform to the world's version of, right or successful or beautiful or whatever that may be. Be yourself. Like your originality, your go with the flow, your ability to make your own path, like blaze your own trail. It's really saying, don't conform. Be yourself. Be your unique self. Be emotional. Be mysterious. Be all of those things that, some people might criticize you for even. Maybe you look different. Maybe you have, lots of tattoos or piercings or, purple hair. Maybe you are very, very conservative and maybe people are trying to get you out of your shell. It's like being be, being unique and being original doesn't necessarily mean that you have to look different, okay? A lot of times it does. However, it really goes deeper than that. It is more like be who you are. Be okay with people not understanding the decisions that you make. Be okay with people not agreeing with your beliefs or your views of the world, right? Be okay with people questioning your motives around certain things when you don't do things the way everyone else does. Be okay being yourself, because what this is saying is you are blazing your own trail, and don't be afraid of that. The people that conform because they feel as if they're inadequate, and I must interrupt here. I can't help but notice, and I was hearing the candle go out. I feel like that's symbolic. It's like their flame dies out. Your flame is not dying out because you make your own way. Like you ride the wave, right? You ride the wave. You walk on the water. You do your own thing. And this is what is going to make you very successful. On the edge of that is Archangel Gabriel, messenger of creativity and hope. So this is important, and this goes with this first card, because this is saying this is the message. You are being creative. You are not only being asked and called, but you're being given the pathway and the ability, almost the stage, I'm feeling, to be yourself, to blaze your own trail, to be unique, to be someone that others look at. They're looking at you, and this is where I'm getting the message of hope too. It's like they're looking at you and they're saying, number one, wow, I wish I could be as bold as they are. I wish I could be as confident in myself as they are. I wish that I had the gumption to wear that, or to do that, or to speak out about that. I really feel like you are being given this message of hope to spread to the world. And the reason that people will listen to you is because you are not like everyone else. People see you, Pisces, and they say, wow, there is something different about them. I do want to listen. I am taking note. I respect what they stand for, even if they don't immediately believe. And maybe they never believe the same thing, but there's a respect that you receive because you are not afraid to step out and be the person and give the message and spread the hope and the joy that you feel in your heart, that you have been given in your life. All right, I'm gonna grab one more card. And just so you know, I have another candle lit. It's called Happy Home Candle. You can't see it, but it is lit for you. So don't think that all of the flames went out. I really do believe that that flame went out as a symbol of not being yourself, which you are being called to be your unique self. And happy home, I feel like there's no coincidence that that is the other candle that is lit here. It feels, I'm just really getting this, wow, I'm really getting this feeling of lightheartedness, of peace and joy and happiness and fun loving, like ease. I'm getting this is really great light energy. I love it, Pisces. All right, the illusion, and then nourish the shadow. Okay, very interesting. These had this lighthearted ease feel. These are somewhat opposite, but what I'm getting is duality, right? Yin and yang. We cannot appreciate those times of ease and lightness and happiness and joy if we don't have those contrast moments of darkness, of shadow, of illusion. So let me tap into this. This looks as though, so to me, I'm reading this as, and this can be completely different. The next time I look at this card, I'll probably think, what was I thinking? I'm thinking this is all in your head, okay? And whatever it is that you are feeling other people will judge you for, it's like almost like you're saying, okay, Michelle, if you're telling me that I need to be unique and express myself in my own unique way, if I step out there, what's going to happen? Like, are people in my life going to reject me? Am I going to get reprimanded at work? Am I going to be able to advance in my career? Will I be shunned in my friend group? Will my lover still love me if I step out and really show the real me? Will my family accept me? It feels like all of this doubt, this is all in your head. All of the worry, all of the fear, it's in your head. So allow this sword, this spear, to kill the doubt and the fear and the worry. And it goes right along with this card, Nourish the Shadow. The shadow is the work that we do on the inside. It's the stuff that we've been holding on to. It's this stuff right here. And nourish the shadow it's simply saying to you, Pisces, go ahead and look at it. Look at it. Feed it for a moment. Water it. Allow it to come to the surface so that then you can address it. If it's always stuck in your head and you're just letting it swim around up there, you're not actually dealing with it. You're just letting it go and letting it keep you from your most abundant, most aligned life. But if you nourish it, if you go inside and say, okay, I see you worry, I see you doubt, I see you fear. I'm going to look at you, I'm going to acknowledge you, and I'm going to allow you the moment to teach me what it is that I am allowed to learn from this, being granted a lesson in this. When you do that, then that no longer has any power over you, and it can simply be speared, and it can go away. As long as we learn those lessons, we never want to have things come up and just allow them to fester in our minds, in our hearts. Because when we do, those things tend to take over. Those things tend to win out. The darkness tends to win out over the light because that's what we're focusing on. And the heavy, it's heavy, right? It sits on the light and it squashes it. But when we bring the dark into the light, when we allow it to come to the surface and acknowledge it and see it for what it is, a lesson, an experience, even a blessing in disguise, perhaps, it allows those dark things in our mind to simply fade away, to be brought into the light. The dark diminishes and the light wins. So acknowledge those things. So far, this has not been super personal, except, telling you, be yourself. I think there's a situation here coming up. I'm just going to pull some more cards here so we can get a little more personal, a little more example, please. A little more clarification on what these things are. It's really, I'm getting the message that you've got a stage. For some of you, you are teachers. There's some professors here. You are leaders where you are teaching others about mindset, beliefs, spirituality. it feels as though, and I absolutely relate to this as a spiritual teacher and a light worker. The light is really being bombarded right now. These energies, these dark energies, are trying to come in because we are in a very pivotal time in our existence. And the dark energies are doing everything they can because they know the end of the story, right? They know they don't win. They know light wins. They know love wins. And so right now, they are full court press, trying to squash as much light as possible. And it feels as though some of you have already experienced this. Others of you are fearing this because you are on a stage. You are a leader. You are given the responsibility of showing the way. And the way for you may not be the way for others. Remember that. You can believe what you believe and share your beliefs and invite others to find their own way. But remember, everyone's journey is different. And even if they believe similarly, no two people will be exactly alike. So invite others, share your convictions, and allow room for others to have their own experience without judgment. Wow. Moses, take charge of the situation. Well, this could not be more appropriate based on what just came through. You are a leader, Pisces. I mean, Moses was a very, very spiritual man. He was also very powerful. He had many gifts, as do you, Pisces. Remember, the only thing that separates us from divinity and the powers of the divine is the limitations we put on ourselves. We are given the same abilities. Take charge of the situation. Don't allow those sharks to keep roaming around, to keep floating around, swimming around in your head. Don't allow them to stay stuck and keep you from your greatness. Take charge of the situation. When you are leading, when you are teaching, understand and the word that's coming through is gravity, the gravity of the time we are in. People need the light now more than ever. There is a great awakening taking place. The only way that great awakening can happen on a global level is if we as light workers step up. Pisces, you are being called to step up. You're being called to be your unique self. You know what you've been called to do. Don't allow that fear to get a hold of you and to stop you on your mission. What if Moses would have gotten sidetracked? Our entire existence on Earth as we know it in this time and space would look different. Understand that Everything has a consequence. We might perceive it as positive, we might perceive it as negative. But every decision we make has a consequence. Every action has a reaction. Duality. That's what this was about, right? But when you take charge, and you can even see that flame from that candle in the card here. When you take charge and don't let fear win, Pisces, you are unstoppable. You are unstoppable. And one more from this deck. Your words have power. I'm getting a couple of things around this, that your words have power. Parents, please be mindful of what and how you speak to your children. You make a profound impact on their lives. Teachers, your words have power. Please be mindful of what and how you speak to your students. Partners, your words have impact. They have power. Use your power and your words for good and not hate. Instead of tearing others down, build them up. We are more powerful than we may know, and our words hold power. Words last. They have a lasting impact on those that receive them. Feeling one more from this deck and perhaps another one from that as well. Just feel like we're not done here. We're not done here. This message is not complete, Pisces. If you're new to me, I don't take cards unless they actually come out of the deck. So if you're wondering why, there we go. I didn't take that. That is why. Yes. Okay. Gratitude. Be grateful for all you have. This is, wow, this is just a foundation of all that we are put here on earth to do. Some of you, I feel, are looking for your purpose. You have yet to really tap into what it is that you are here to do. First and foremost, be grateful for who you are, for that originality. Be grateful for the duality. Be grateful for the shadows. Be grateful for all that you have. This is one of the key steps of manifestation. When you are grateful, God and the universe give you more to be grateful for. Be grateful for the lessons that come in to teach us and prepare us for the divine plan. If you are searching for your purpose, Pisces, start with gratitude. Be grateful for what you have and what you've done thus far, what you've been given, what you've accomplished. Be grateful for the things that you enjoy. Be grateful for the things that come easy to you, that are natural for you. Here is the clues as to your purpose. Doesn't stray very far from what you are good at and what you enjoy. I'm going to pull, yeah, I think we're going back through the decks here. I feel like it's going to be the opposite of what came out before. Thank you. Yeah, oh my gosh. Okay, well, you can't make this stuff up. Magnetism through gratitude. What just came through? A key step to manifestation is gratitude. You are magnetizing your desires to you through gratitude. This was so important to get through to you that they wanted to tell you in a different deck. And it's not like these are tarot cards where, you know, of course there's a 4 of Cups in each deck, right? No. This is not like that. This is an important message for you, Pisces. Be grateful, and you will magnetize, you will manifest your purpose, your joy, your abundance, your desires. Start with gratitude. So beautiful. All right. Do they want one from this stack? I'm not. Yep, they do. Okay. Power of joy. I mean, look, these both have the rainbows. I mean, they both have the rainbows. They have the sun. They have the same colors. I mean, amazing. This is more confirmation. This is your joy. Being grateful, you will find joy. And the power of joy, oh gosh, yeah. You are so powerful. And joy, gratitude, just enhances your power. Pisces, if there was a question, there was ever any question, I don't know how that came out. If there was any question of your success, of you being unique and stepping out in faith, doing your purpose work, finding your reason for incarnating, it's through gratitude. Your joy comes through manifesting your desires. You are so powerful, and joy is so much more powerful than sadness. Sadness will keep you from what it is that you actually are here to do. Joy will propel you forward to it. Again, this is a very broad message, Pisces. I usually get more specific analogies and examples, but this is really overarching for all of you, Pisces. Pulling our last cards from the power of surrender. What does Pisces need to surrender or surrender to? Well, those flipped over. I do take cards that flip over. I will let you know that as well. We got a lot of cards here, Pisces. All right, we got 5 cards. The first card, oh goodness, surrender fear. What were we saying? That shark? Yep. That was fear, doubt, and worry. Surrender the fear. There is no place for fear where you are going. No place for fear. where you are going. You have the power to combat and overcome the fear with joy, with gratitude. Beautiful message. Surrender to spirit. This is in line of finding your passion. Pisces, if you have not figured out your purpose here, do yourself a favor. It is time. This is your sign. The heavens, your guides, the universe is calling you. Spirit is calling you. Surrender now. I promise you, there is no joy like the joy that you will receive when you do the work that you were sent here to do. I am living proof of that. My life looks very, very different than it once did. I also have that joy that I didn't know before. I thought I had joy. I thought I was happy. And I was, but it was about 40%. I didn't know that at the time. But once I surrendered, once I made the changes I was called to make, then I understood, because then the joy significantly increased. Next, surrender denial. There are going to be some people that don't get it. They don't understand you. They don't agree with you. They will never support you. They will never love you. Surrender the denial that is not true. It's okay. They are here on their own journey. It's okay to want them to love and support you. That's human. That's perfectly natural. But you can have them in your life or not and still fulfill your purpose. You don't have to have people's approval. You don't have to have their congratulations. They can be completely opposed to who you are and your purpose. And you can do it anyway. That was an interesting message that came through on the denial. Surrender to prayer. When you surrender to spirit, you also surrender to prayer. Ask. Ask. What is your next step? What is my purpose? What am I here to do? What message do I need to give? How do I need to show up? Who do I need to be? How do I take this calling and get it into the world? Give gratitude in your prayers. Be grateful. Know and trust that the answers are coming, that it is already done. And lastly, surrender to creativity. Archangel Gabriel, we got messenger of creativity and hope. Surrender to creativity. Allow yourself to express in the ways that maybe you have never expressed yourself before. Allow the creativity to come through. Allow things to color themselves in colors that you've never ever imagined or seen before. That's a really cool way to see that. When you are allowing, when you are praying and surrendering, things will come to you in ways in which you've never experienced them before. And believe me, things become infinitely easier when you allow instead of try to control and push. So this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful message, Pisces. Wow. You are quite the leader. You are quite the teacher. And I cannot wait to hear from you what it is that you feel has been put on your heart, what you are being called into. I'd love to hear from you and support you on your journey. Thank you for supporting me on mine. Thank you for liking and subscribing, helping me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. I'm so very close, and I'm so very grateful for all of you and all of those that have contributed to this. So until next time, Pisces, take care.